So our Mr. Beaver fought through, persevered, and he's here today. We've had a great deal of support from our community. Angela's Costume Rental and TNL supplied majority, I'd say 95% of our costumes. A lot of parents also worked really hard on creating the costumes, making them. There was people with sewing machines and everything. We had costumes made and then changed and everything to make it bigger and better. We got a lot of our stage equipment from Greenwood Inn and Suites. Pasadena Lions Club also donated stage props, as well as Appalachian Chalets and RV. Our sound and lighting equipment from HM Audio. And we have canteen service for you guys today, provided by Humber River Rowing Club. And all proceeds from the canteen will go towards repairing and purchasing new equipment that they lost during November's windstorm. So we really appreciate you all coming out. It means a lot to us. We worked really hard, and we hope you enjoy the show.
What a wonderful mansion. I think it's boring. Oh, Ed.
Come on, Ed. It'll be a fun place to explore.
I'm glad Mother and Father let us go into the country for a few days.
Me too. I'm gonna love staying with the old professor. Isn't he a dear?
Yes, but I'm not sure I like his housekeeper. Please remember to always stay out of my way. Hey, let's go check out that room that has all the swords and suits of armor inside.
You go ahead, Peter. I think I'm gonna go down to the library. What about you, Lucy?
That room over there seems very interesting.
There's nothing in it but an old clock and a big wardrobe.
But it's the largest wardrobe I've ever seen. I want to take a closer look.
Come on, Ed.
I'd rather explore outside.
But it's raining. Let's go to the sword room.
All right, but only till we can go outside.
Don't be too long. Supper's going to be soon.
Oh, Susan, stop talking like Mother.
Well, somebody has to since Mother and Father aren't around. Lucy! Why don't you come down to the library with me? It'll be a lot more interesting than some room with an old wardrobe in it. Lucy! I could have sworn she went that way. Well, oh well. I think staying here with the old professor is going to be quite an adventure. Quite an adventure indeed.
I'll never catch it, never.
Good morning, Miss Unicorn.
Good morning, Mrs. Beaver.
What's good about it?
What are you doing out so early?
I'm trying to catch the white stag, but I missed it again.
Well, don't give up. If you catch the white stag, it'll bring you good fortune.
I know.
It'll take more than good fortune to help any of us.
Poor dear, he's in a bad mood. He stand broke last night.
It's more than that. It's this blasted cold weather. I'll never get used to it.
But it's always cold weather in Narnia, Mr. Beaver, and there's nothing to be done about it.
Maybe there is something to be done about it.
What's that, Mr. Centaur?
We can hope and pray that our king will soon return.
We've been hoping and praying for some time, but he has not been seen in years. Not in my time, not in my father's time.
Then we all must have more faith.
Mr. Centaur's right.
I think so too.
I think we should stop this meeting in a hurry.
Why is that, Mr. Beaver?
Shh, listen.
Come on, you. No more stalling.
It sounds like Fenner's old.
Not that scoundrel.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
And Tumnus the fawn.
Poor Mr. Tumnus. How did he ever get himself mixed up in this bad business?
Whatever the reason, he's in a mess. We will be too if we're seen by that rascal Fenris off.
Mr. Beaver is right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. And don't forget to pray diligently for the return of...
Who is this here? What was that flurry of activity?
Probably just a blizzard, sir.
Probably the enemy, but they scattered swiftly at the arrival of Fenris Oath, captain of the Queen's secret police. Now, why were you late coming to your post? Again this morning.
I really don't think I'm needed here, sir. A child of Adam and Eve has never come this way before.
But one will someday. When he does, it's your job to trap him. In fact, a child of Adam and Eve may even come along today. There's a small scent of human in the air. And remember, if he comes and you let him escape, you know what the Queen will do to you.
Turn me into a stone statue?
At the very least. Now, I must go check on the other sentinels. Maintain your post, knave.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. How did I get myself into this fix? My father would be so disappointed in me. But if a child does come this way, I can capture him and take him to the Queen. Will that be wrong? I think. Oh, I'm perplexed. I don't know what to do. Except what I usually do when I'm perplexed, play my part.
Oh, terribly sorry.
Who are you?
My name is Lucy.
Lucy? Are you a daughter of Eve?
A what?
A daughter of Eve, a human.
Of course I'm a human.
Good. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tumnus. I'm a fawn.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
Tell me, O Lucy, daughter of Eve, how have you come into Narnia?
Narnia, what's that?
Is this, or the land that lies between that lamppost and the great castle on the eastern sea, Cape Canaveral? That's Narnia. How'd you get here?
Very hard to explain, you see. I was exploring with my sister and two brothers.
There are 4 of you. Will the others be coming as well?
I don't know. I'm not even sure how I got here. We were visiting this house in the country, and I climbed into a wardrobe in a spare room.
Wardrobe? Spare.
Spare room. Yes. Then I realized that there was no back to the wardrobe, and suddenly I was here. And
Narnia. Oh, and we'll be so glad you came. I hope the others will find their way here too, so that I can show them more of our beautiful country and introduce them to our lovely Queen.
everything seems so magical.
Oh, it is, and you can be anywhere you wish in Narnia. For example, you can visit the great castle on the eastern sea, Cape Canaveral. Or you may wish to visit the home of a mighty witch, Queen. Or you may wish to picnic at the great stone table. Or visit one or two of our forest friends, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Or even my own humble abode. Tumnus Towers, I call it. I like fancy names for simple things.
It's a fascinating place.
Oh, perfect for the imagination. With a bit of help from the wood nymphs.
There's only one small problem here as I see it.
And what's that?
It's so cold here. It was summer just a few minutes ago, where I came from, I mean.
In the land of spare room.
Yes.
Well, to be truthful, it's always winter in Narnia, but you get used to it, I hope. Meanwhile, why don't we repair to Tumnus Towers for a spot of tea to warm us up?
Very well. I can see you for a minute.
Not at all. Look, wood nymphs have even brewed tea for us.
Thank you. It's delicious. I'm very glad I met you, Mr. Tumnus. You're a very nice fawn. And your music is lovely. It makes me so warm and sleepy.
No,
What? What is it?
I'm not a nice fawn. In fact, I'm a very bad fawn.
What do you mean? You're the nicest fawn I ever met.
How could I be when I work for her?
Her? Who?
The White Witch. Oh, she calls herself a queen, but she's the evil ruler of Narnia. She's one who makes it always winter here, but never lets us have Christmas.
What kind of work do you do for the witch?
I'm a kidnapper. I'm supposed to kidnap...
Come, Tumnus, soon and name will be written in stone. Your very own.
Lucy, you're crazy. It's just a big old wardrobe like any other big old wardrobe with lots of coats inside. It's stuffy and dark and cold.
Old? It was warm in the wardrobe.
But now we're in Narnia.
Narnia?
You didn't believe me. I wanted to tell Peter and Susan as well, but you were the first one I found, and I wanted to get back here as soon as possible.
I thought you were teasing, but I guess you're right after all.
Now the first thing we must do is see if Mr. Tumnus the Fawn is safe. Oh, I hope the White Witch didn't get him.
Witch? There's a witch here in Narnia?
An evil one who makes it always winter in Narnia, but never Christmas. Now where on earth, in Narnia, is Mr. Tumnus' home? I thought it was right over there. Come on, Edmund.
I'll stay right here, thank you. I have no desire to go traipsing off after some silly fawn. I'll be here at the lamppost. If I stay, I'm not sure I'll like it here.
Please don't leave without me. I'll be right back after I make sure Mr. Tumnus is safe.
Narnia, eh? I didn't believe Lucy, but she was right. It's a fascinating place, I'll admit. But all this business about fawns and witches and...
Hold it! Tie your reins to that tree, dwarf.
Yes, Majesty. Consider it done.
Now, let's follow the smell of the intruder.
You there!
Who, me?
Yes, you. Kneel in the presence of the mighty ruler of Narnia.
But I am kneeling.
Lower. That's more like it.
What, pray, are you?
My name is Edmund.
Is that how you address a queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I thought you were a witch.
A witch? I am a queen. The Queen of Narnia. Now I repeat. What are you?
I'm a boy, Your Majesty.
A boy? A boy? Did you hear that, dwarf? A boy.
He must be a son of Adam.
He looks more like an idiot. Tell me, boy, how did you enter my dominion?
Through a wardrobe, Your Majesty. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but in an instant, I was here.
A wardrobe? A passageway from another world? The world of men? This could ruin everything. This could be the beginning of the dreaded prophecy. Unless... My poor child, you look so cold. Dwarf, bring him a warm drink.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
And tell me, do you have any other humans? In these parts?
I have a sister, Lucy, who's looking for a fawn.
Ah, that must be the daughter of Eve that escaped from that fool Tumnus. You and Lucy, you say? That's only 2 humans. The prophecy said there must be 4. So there's really nothing to worry about. Unless you don't have any other brothers and sisters, do you?
Yes, Peter and Susan.
What? Where are they?
Still in the house we were visiting, on the other side of the wardrobe.
Peter, Susan, Edmund, Lucy. That's 4, just as the prophecy stated. This is horrible.
What's wrong, Your Majesty?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I just meant it's horrible that they're not here with us right now. I would take them to my castle. I would make them Duke and Duchesses of this land. But you, dear Edmund, because you are special, I would make you Prince of Narnia.
Really?
and someday king.
King, you mean it?
Ah, here is your delightful drink. Sweet and creamy delicious.
It's wonderful.
And you must have a little something to eat. What is your favourite candy?
Oh, that's easy. Turkish delight.
Then Turkish delight it shall be. Enjoy, my little prince.
It's the best Turkish delight I've ever tasted. May I have more?
Of course. Back at my castle, I have rooms filled with Turkish delight.
Then let's go there right now.
First, you must fetch the others.
I could bring them another time.
Now, my dear, bring them to my castle. Lies between those hills. You can't miss it. You'll smell the Turkish delight all the way there. Come, dwarf. We must be ready for our esteemed guests. Oh, and Edmund, my dear, don't tell the others about me just yet. I want them to be surprised when they see me. Let's keep this visit our little secret.
Turkish delight?
Don't spare the reindeer. The whip on the reindeer, dwarf. We have much to do in a short time.
Turkish delight? Rooms filled with it? Yes, I'll bring Peter, Susan, and Lucy to the queen. I'm glad she told me she was a queen, or else I might have mistaken her for a witch.
Edmund, this is horrible. I can't find Mr. Tumnus anywhere.
Perhaps we should go get Peter and Susan to help us find him.
You really want to? I didn't think you lived it here.
Maybe this place does deserve a second look after all. Especially that castle between those two hills.
Good. We'll go get Peter and Susan.
And this time, we'll get the coats of the wardrobe. It's cold here.
As I told you, it's all the witch's fault.
Oh, go on, Lucy. There's no such thing as a witch in Narnia.
Broken Dam is just going to have to wait.
Yes, this other business is much more important. Look, it's Miss Unicorn.
Well, Miss Unicorn, over here if you will.
Oh, good to see you. I thought it was that awful famous old.
No, he left some time ago.
Dragged the unfortunate Mr. Tumnus with him.
How'd you know?
Well, they passed right by us. We had ivy on our dam.
Fenris off didn't see us, but Mr. Tumnus did, and he dropped this.
What is it?
We're not sure, but I think it belongs to a human.
It has the smell of the daughter of Eve.
You think a human's been here in Narnia?
Yes, and that Mr. Tumnus let her go. That's why he's in such trouble with Fenris off.
So where is this human now, if there was one?
Who knows?
If she was smart, she'd leave Narnia the minute she had the chance, never to return.
Or to return with others.
You mean others? You mean humans?
Perhaps. Remember the prophecy?
2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve. Is it possible?
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Listen, I just heard the most wonderful news. They say he has arrived in these parts.
Our king?
Yes, and that he is on the move. They say he will most likely appear at the stone table any time now.
Mr. Centaur, we are expecting the arrival of children. Human children. They could be here at any minute. If they reach him, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
But what if the witch gets them first?
We must protect the children from the minute they get to Narnia till they reach the stone table.
And keep them hidden from the witch.
Exactly.
But which of us will help them? They might be afraid of me.
They might not trust me. Unicorns are only make-believe in their world.
Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, will you please help them, protect them from danger?
But,
It's this way. Come on.
I still don't believe you.
It's here somewhere.
Look for the lamppost. It's very drafty in this wardrobe.
They're coming. Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, will you please take care of them?
Of course, I will prepare some food for dinner.
Mr. Centaur, let us go see if the wonderful news you have heard is true.
Yes, let's go immediately.
oh, don't trust me. Oh, I better go now. I get my wits about me.
Just a little further, that's it.
Are you sure it's this way? Yes, I see the lamppost.
Follow me. Now are you convinced, Peter?
Yes, I apologize, Lou, for not believing you.
It's so different and also very cold.
That's why we borrowed these coats from the wardrobe, Susan.
Well, what do we do first?
Explore, of course. Let's go in that direction.
It's very strange here. Maybe we should just go home.
Don't forget what the lamppost is. That's our landmark. We'll need to find it when we wish to return home.
Why don't we just go now?
Don't be such a goose, Susan. Where's your sense of adventure?
Whether we stay here or not, we must at least try to find poor Mr. Tumnus.
But you tried already. You couldn't even find his house.
I would have sworn it was right over here.
What's that?
Message of some kind. Former occupant of these premises, Von Tumnus, is under arrest and awaiting his trial on a charge of high treason against Her Imperial Majesty, Jadis, Queen of Narnia?
Signed, Fenris Ove, Captain of the Secret Police. Long live the Queen.
Oh no,
Who is this queen, Lou?
she's not a real queen at all. She's a horrible witch. She makes always winter in Narnia, but never Christmas.
It doesn't seem safe here. We should just go home.
But we must at least try to find poor Mr. Tumnus. It's my fault he's in trouble.
I suppose Lou is right.
Very well, but I don't like it here. Where do you suppose we should go first?
I think we should go look for something to eat.
Oh, Ed, you're always thinking of your stomach.
And you're always thinking about your hair and your clothes and how you look.
Well, if I looked like you...
Please! You two stop acting like brothers!
I just wish I knew when Mr. Tumnus was in prison.
How about we go to the castle between those two hills?
Very well.
Perhaps it'll be warmer there.
Scared.
What was that?
Nothing scaredy cat. Let's go.
Who's there?
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
We're some of them.
Quickly, you gotta come with me. We're not safe here.
What do you mean?
Well, some of the forest creatures are our friends, but some are on our side, if you know what I mean. Come, let's go.
Wait a minute. I say we head for the castle. Who wants to listen to a silly beaver?
Stop being so smug, Ed, and pay attention to him.
But how do we know he's a friend?
Here's my token.
My handkerchief.
Mr. Tumnus dropped it so that we would know where to find you. Quickly, come with me. I gotta get you safely to our king.
Your king?
Aslan.
Aslan.
The very name makes me feel so brave and adventurous.
Sounds like a delightful strain of music.
It warms me up. Makes me feel like summer.
It gives me a bad feeling, like some mysterious horror.
Ed, what is wrong with you? You're acting so strangely.
How else are you supposed to act in a strange place like this? I say we head for the castle.
I say we go with Mr. Beaver.
I too.
And I.
3 against 1, Ed. Come on.
Mrs. Beaver, I found it. Sons of Adam, daughters of Eve. They're here.
Welcome. I have food prepared for dinner fresh from the smokehouse outside.
It looks delicious.
Yes, indeed. I'm famished.
We're very grateful for your hospitality. Aren't we, Ed?
I prefer Turkish delight.
What's that, dear?
He said it looks perfect. He's delighted.
Good, let us say a word of thanks and hope for the upcoming events. Good, now enjoy your meals.
How very honored we are to have the children of the prophecy.
What do you mean, children of the prophecy?
I don't even know what prophecy means.
It's something that's predicted, Lou. Something that will probably happen.
Oh, then what exactly is a prophecy, Mr. Beaver?
Well, it's told in the form of a rhyme. It goes like this. All will be right when Adam comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrows will be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter will be his death. And when he shakes his mane, we will have spring again.
Who is Aslan, a man?
Certainly not. Aslan is a king, the great king. Aslan is the son of the emperor beyond the sea. Aslan is a lion, the great lion. And we heard that he might be in Narnia even as we speak. So we will take you to the stone table early in the morning so you may meet him.
But how do we fit into all this?
We still don't understand what you mean about the prophecy.
Well, you will. Listen to the rest of the rhyme. When Adam's flesh and Adam's bones sit at Cair Paravel throne, the evil time will be over and done.
What does that mean? Adam's flesh and Adam's bone.
It means humans.
We're the first humans to ever come to Narnia.
But what about the queen and the dwarf? Aren't they human?
You mean the witch and the dwarf? She let you think they're human, but they're not. They're evil through and through. Not a drop of human blood in them.
This Cair Paravel you mentioned, how many thrones are there?
4. 2 for the sons of Adam.
2 for the daughters of Eve.
And when they are filled, it will mean that the end of the witch's reign and her life.
2 and 2.
Yes, you are the 4.
It's quite a responsibility.
Well, it's quite a necessity. Can we count on you to help us fulfill the prophecy?
Even though the adventure will be filled with danger.
I, for one, am ready.
I too.
And I. What about you, Ed? Ed?
Edmund?
Where could he have gone?
Perhaps he went out for a breath of fresh air.
Do you think he began ill? He hasn't looked well since he got here.
Wait a minute. He mentioned the witch, and also a dwarf. We knew nothing of a dwarf. Is there such a person?
Yes, he drives a witch's sleigh.
That means Ed has met them.
And tasted her food, no doubt he had that look. He's surely under the spell.
Probably well on his way to her castle by now.
Then we must go there and stop him.
No, you mustn't go near the witch.
She'll surely turn you to stone with her magic wand.
But we have to get Ed back. All 4 of us are needed to fulfill your prophecy.
What shall we do?
Well, if Aslan is indeed in Narnia, then we will take you to him. He'll know what to do.
We'll leave for the stone table first thing in the morning.
No, I say we leave right now, because the moment that Edmund gets to tell us the white witch where we are, she'll come here and she'll turn us all into stone.
This is the place, all right.
Oh no!
Is that?
I'm afraid so.
Seems like she's already arrived. There's no time for escape. Be brave, young friends.
You in there, make yourself presentable to a esteemed visitor.
It's the dwarf.
I resent that insinuation. I'm no dwarf. I'm an elf.
What's the difference? Either way, the witch is going to come
Wait
in
a
here
minute, Peter. There is a difference. An elf, you say? An elf, I said. Elves aren't bad at all, if I'm not mistaken. You're not mistaken. He's mistaken. And you're Lucy. And you're clever, very clever, because you know my name. I know. And you could only know my name, all of our names, if you travel with the one who knows everybody's name. Name him. Father Christmas!
Father Christmas is actually here?
Master Elvin's years.
In the flesh, or in the fur, as it were. Ta-da!
Father
Christmas!
Father Christmas.
Powers of the witch have kept me away for some time, but lately I felt stronger, more like myself. That's why I'm making my rounds again.
They say that Aslan is on the move.
That must be the answer. Well, are you ready for your gift? First, Mr. Beaver, I will repair your desk and mend your sleep. And Mrs. Beaver, in the room next to the smoke desk, I would love to do a brand new sewing machine.
Oh,
What he said.
thank you.
Peter, son of Adam,
Yes, sir?
these are your presents. They're tools, not toys. Time to use them as taps near your hand. The sword and shield of York. Bear them well. Susan, daughter of Eve. These are for you. Use the bow only in great need. Blow the horn when you are in trouble, and help of some kind will come to you.
Thank you, sir.
Lucy, younger daughter of Eve. In this bottle is a cordial made from the juice of 5 flowers. If you or your friends are ever hurt, a few drops will restore you. And this dagger is going to offend yourself, but use it when absolutely necessary.
Thank you, Father Christmas.
Well, we must be on our way. We have many more steps tonight. It's wonderful to be working again. A Merry Christmas to you all. And long live the true king!
Long live the true king!
And we too must be on our way. We must travel quietly and cautiously, because the witches' spies are everywhere. And the gifts that Father Christmas gave you, they may well be, we may well need to use them before this journey is over. So come on, let's go.
queen wanted to see them. Very well, I shall tell your majesty. Meanwhile, stand still if you value your life. You be turned to stone like the others in the outer courtyard.
I mean, those statues out there used to be alive?
Yes, until they crossed your majesty and paid the price. An enemy of the queen ultimately becomes a stone statue.
Well, I'm sure they were all badge of the queen, or else she wouldn't have turned them to stone statues. She was certainly nice to me. Nicer, I'll bet, than an old Aslan or whatever his name is. I'm sure the others were like the queen. She said she would make Peter a duke and Lucy and Susan duchesses. But I'll be the prince, and someday king. I'm gonna love it here, staying with the queen who was so kind and good.
Where is the little fool? How dare you come alone? Did I not tell you to bring the others?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I just wanted to let you know that they're here in Narnia. I'm sure I could bring them after they've been to see Aslan.
Ah! Never speak that name in my presence again.
Yes, Your Majesty.
So, he has arrived?
So, he has arrived. So he has arrived. Where are your brothers and sisters right now?
They were at the home of the beavers, but I'm sure they are on their way to the stone table to meet him.
So, he has arrived, so everything seems to be getting warmer, so it must be true. Even the snow in the fields are beginning to melt. We must capture the children before they reach that creature.
Capture, but why?
Quiet, you! I shall never allow the prophecy to come true. Never. Dwarf, prepare our slave for the journey. We must leave immediately.
But, Your Majesty, what about my Turkish delight? You said...
Quiet, fool.
But I'm hungry.
Enough of this stalling. We must move. Move!
Your Majesty, may I go ahead?
Yes, you may go ahead.
Thank you.
There's a kingfisher. Is that lovely smell?
Could it actually be spring flowers?
No doubt about it, spring is in the air.
It must be getting warmer. When we stopped for a rest back in the meadow, we took our coats off and forgot to put them back on again.
So we did. I didn't even notice.
Look! What is that?
Aslan, 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 all hail Aslan!
Our king!
Go speak up.
No, you first.
Something happened before animals.
Very well. Come on, everybody. Aslan, we have come.
Welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome, he-beaver and she-beaver. But where is the other son of Adam?
He betrayed his brothers and sisters and joined the witch to Aslan.
It was partly my fault, Aslan. We were arguing. That may have pushed him in the wrong direction.
Please, Aslan, is there anything that can be done to save Edmund?
All shall be done, Lucy, my dear, but it may be harder than you think. Meanwhile, let a feast of celebration be prepared in yon pavilion. You will find food and drink in abundance there. Peter and I shall join you momentarily. Son of Adam?
Yes, Aslan?
Look into the distance, where Narnia meets the sea. There's a castle.
I can see it.
It is Camp Parabellum of the Four Thrones. If the prophecy is to be fulfilled, you, your brother, and your sisters shall sit in those thrones.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver explained it to us. But don't all four of us have to sit together?
Yes.
Then what about Edmund? What if the White Witch? What was that?
Your sister's horn.
Father Christmas told you to blow it when there was trouble. Something dreadful must be...
Ah!
What is it, Susan?
A monster! He's coming this way! Right behind us!
Can you tell who or what it is?
It looks to be. I'm afraid it is. That's yourself, Captain of the Witch's secret police.
Aslan, will you protect us from him?
No, but you will.
Me?
Stand back. Let the prince win his spurs.
Well, the great Aslan has returned, by whom will be interested in the news. But before I go, would the mighty one like to test my strength? Are you so afraid of Fenris Ulf that you designate a mere mortal to fight in your stead? Well, I will make short work of him, just like my queen will to your cowardly crew in a wink of an eye.
Well done, my son. You have given the beast a mortal wound. But let us hope he reaches the witch before he dies.
But why, oh Aslan?
So that all of you may follow him and rescue the other son of Adam. Do not fear. Your strength will be in your numbers, and also in your faith to accomplish the task. The children will stay with me.
I think he went in that direction. There's a trail of blood. He turned north at that broken tree. Quickly, follow him! Come on!
You've forgotten to blade your sword. Now, hand it to me and kneel, son of Adam. Now rise up, Sir Peter Fenrisbane. Your new name shall tell the world that you are the great destroyer of the evil wolf. And now, let us go to the pavilion to await the others. If all shall go well, they will return with your brother.
Difficult to reach the stone table before the others do, unless they were delayed along the way. Surely, Fenris Ulf should bring word to us soon.
Please, Your Majesty, may we rest just a bit?
No, you young fool, we must move ahead. Move! What is this?
Your Majesty,
What's done this horrible things to you?
the other son of Adam, at the beginning of as.
No! Don't dare speak that name!
But he is here, at the stone table.
No!
Now let me go yonder to the thicket, where I may rest forever.
Fenris Ulf, my beloved captain. They have slain him.
Now the prophecy will surely come true.
No. Cair Paravel has 4 thrones. If only 3 are occupied, the prophecy can never be fulfilled. And Aslan can never rule over Narnia.
Then we better do what we have to do at once.
Prepare the victim.
No, please, what are you going to do to me?
The same thing that your wretched brother did to my beloved captain.
There they are! Quick, after them! Stop!
What was that?
The forces of Aslan.
Quick, we are outnumbered. We must hide.
Is he dead? He's alright. We only faked it. Where are the witch and the dwarf? Quick, let us get the boy back to Aslan. Hurry, help him up. You're alright. You're safe now.
Very well. My own adversary, Aslan. Yes, Aslan. I can say the name. For soon he will be mine. The deep magic is on my side. Perhaps he has forgotten the deep magic, but I shall remind him. Dwarf, it is time to summon our allies, to meet with us as soon as possible. Call forth the ghouls, the boggles, and the ogres. Bring forth the crawls, the spectres, and the hags. This is war. And we shall fight with one aim in mind. To end forever the name of Aslan.
I'm worried, Aslan. We should have gone with the others to help rescue Ed.
No, we cannot chance losing more children of Adam and Eve. I have every confidence in those who have followed the wolves.
You can do it. We're almost there. That's it. You can rest soon.
Listen, they're coming.
Is Edmund with them?
I can't tell. Yes, I think he is.
Edmund!
What happened? Ed, are you all right?
The queen. I mean the witch. It was awful.
It's all right, my son. You're among friends now.
You're Aslan?
Yes, come with me for a moment.
What is he saying to the boy?
Whatever it is, it's the right and proper thing.
I wish I could hear.
It's only for them to know.
Whatever Aslan says, the boy will never forget it.
Here is your brother. There is no need to speak to him about what is past.
I'm sorry, Lou. It's all right, Edmund. Susan, we're glad you're safe. Peter,
Welcome back, brother.
look, someone is coming.
See who approaches.
Is he on his way? Look, that intruder carries a white flag, the sign of peace. Sire, there's a messenger from the enemy who craves an audience with you.
Let him approach. I see you come in peace. What is your message?
The Queen of Narnia desires the safe conduct to come and speak with you.
Queen of Narnia, of all the cheap.
Peace, Beaver. Tell your mistress I grant her safe conduct, on one condition, that she leaves her wand behind at the Great Oak. That way she can play no magical trick.
The magic sheep lance requires no trick.
What can she possibly want here? She's up to no good, I can tell you. Brr, I can feel the chill of her presence already.
You have a traitor there, Aslan.
His offense was not against you.
Have you forgotten the deep magic?
Tell me of it.
Tell you? Tell you what is written on this very table of stone that stands beside us? You know the magic which the Emperor put into Narnia at the beginning of time. You know that every traitor belongs to me, and that for every treachery, I have the right to kill.
Oh no! Is it really written? Can it be true? What is to be done?
What? Can what be true?
That human belongs to me. His life is my property. His blood is my property.
Come and take him then.
Peace. Fool? Do you think you can rob me of my rights by mere force? Your master knows what is written. He knows that unless the law is obeyed, all of Narnia will be overturned and perish in fire and water.
It is true. I do not deny it.
What? Oh no! This is
against the Emperor's magic, but I will talk to the witch.
You mean the queen?
Shut up, you toad.
Peace. Peace. Fall back, all of you.
Oh, Edmund.
I wish we stayed in that wardrobe. I wish we could go back.
So do I. But I don't think we could quite find the way. At any rate, we're gonna need it here. Now more than ever.
This suspense was awful. What are they talking about? Do you think he can save the boy?
If anything can be done, Aslan will think of it.
The matter has been settled. The witch has renounced her claim on your brother's blood. Edmund is free.
Now, gather our forces. The time is at hand. Oh, one final thing. How do I know your promise will be kept?
You know that when Aslan makes a promise, it will be kept.
Aslan, what did she mean? What promise did you make to her?
Do not be concerned for that. Now, all of you must move away from here at once. Go to the fields of Verona. There you shall camp tonight.
Are you not going with us?
No, I am needed here. Peter, the witch has business in these parts. And when she's finished, you must be prepared for anything. Perhaps even battle of life or death.
But you will be there to help us, won't you, Aslan?
I can give no promise of that. Now, all of you, go and get a good night's rest, and be ready for whatever tomorrow may bring. Now, please, go at once. Children, why did you not go with the others?
I'm very worried about Aslan.
I'm afraid something terrible is going to happen.
May we stay with you, Aslan?
Please.
Yes.
Yes, I would like that. But when I tell you to leave, you must.
Oh, we will.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aslan, dear Aslan, what is wrong?
Are you ill, dear Aslan?
No, I'm sad and lonely. Lay your hands on my mane so I may feel you close to me. Now, you must leave me alone at this time. If you wish to stay nearby, you may, but you must hide.
But Aslan,
Under no circumstances can you let yourselves be seen.
Here is the place.
he is out.
We will end his visit here.
He is out. He is out.
Farewell, my children. Hide, quickly, now.
But Aslan,
Go, now!
The fool is here! Bind him fast! Let him be shaved!
Look, why, he's only a great big cat after all.
Is that what we're afraid of?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
how did you like the big cat today?
Oh, stupid little pussycat.
Would you like a soft milk, kitty cat? Big hairball?
Muzzle him!
How can they?
Now lay him on the altar.
Why doesn't he bite off their hands?
We never betray the deep magic.
They know. He knows that he can kill them all, but he will not.
Sentinels, erect our banner in the place of our victory. Now who has won, you fool? Did you think by sacrificing yourself on this stone table that you would save yourself and the traitor? I shall not only kill you in this place as we agreed, but I shall come back and kill the traitor the human traitor as well. With that in mind, despair and die. Victory is mine. Aslan is mine. Narnia is mine. Now, follow me, and we shall fight what remains of this war. It won't take us long to crush the human vermin and the human traitor.
How horrible. How unfair. Nothing seems to matter now.
I can't bear the look of that horrible muzzle. I'm gonna take it off.
Good job, Lou. Maybe we can untie these ropes as well. It's no use. They're too tight.
Look!
Ew, what's that?
They look like mice.
Go away, you pesky little beast!
Wait, can you see what they're doing?
They're nibbling at their ropes.
I think they're friendly mice. They don't know he's dead. They think it will do a little good, but of course it won't.
Maybe it's the witch in our army coming out to kill us.
Get ready, get ready. It was only a storm.
It didn't last very long. Well, I heard a terrible crack.
I wish I'd hit this horrible banner. I'm gonna tear it down.
No, Lou, what if the witch sees you?
I don't care. She plans to kill us anyways.
I guess you're right. Here, I'll help you. He's gone.
Oh no, they might at least let the poor body alone.
But what does this mean? Is it more magic?
Yes, it is more magic.
Aslan!
Are you not dead, dear Elsa?
You're not a ghost.
Do I look like one?
You're real one.
But what does it all mean?
It means there's an even deeper magic than the witch knew. Back before time began, there was a law written that whenever a willing victim who has committed no treachery, like like me, is killed in the place of a traitor, like Edmund, the table will crack, and death itself will start moving backwards.
Like now!
Oh, children, I feel my strength returning to me. I feel I'm going to roar a very loud roar. Better put your fingers in your ears. And now, let us rescue our awaiting allies.
Who else will join us?
Those who await us at the witch's castle.
What are they doing there?
Nothing. At the moment, they are only stone statues. But I will breathe the breath of life into them and make them whole again.
Do you suppose Mr. Tumnus will be there?
Was he an enemy of the witch?
Yes, because of me.
Then I am certain he will be there.
Oh, I can't wait to see Mr. Tumnus again.
And you shall, Lucy, my dear. You shall. And now, let us prepare for our last battle against the witch and her evil forces. We shall fly to the home of the witch. Away, away!
asleep. By the way, did you happen to see the girls this morning?
No, nor did I see Aslan. I'm worried about them. Where could they be?
Good morning, Peter. Edmund?
Hello.
Good morning, Mrs. Beaver, Mr. Beaver.
Others are stirring, but no one sees quite what to do next.
We need to find Aslan and ask him for guidance.
What was that? There was the witch in our army. It could be the end for us. Without Aslan, we are lost. But we shall not go down without a fight.
Edmund is right. Here, take this dagger. Lucy left it in my care. If this is indeed to be our last day, let it be marked with valor and honor.
Yeah!
She's dead! Our queen is dead! Retreat! Retreat!
Lucy, minister to the wounded.
Well, what can I do?
Have you forgotten your gift?
Oh yes, the cordial Father Christmas gave me. He said a few drops will help restore one to health.
We welcome our new members of the army, who have been so long under the curse of the witch. Peter, you are to be commended. You have fought well against the witch until we arrived.
It was mostly Edmund. If he hadn't destroyed the witch's magic wand, she'd have turned us all into stone.
It was the least I could do after the wrong that I've done.
All have done wrong, Edmund, at one time or another, but to acknowledge that wrong and to try to do better is the best way to right that wrong. And now, our final duty remaining after our victory is to crown the new rulers of Narnia. I wish I could do it right now, on this very moment, on this very spot. But we shall have to wait until we reach Cair Paravel, as that is where the 4 crowns are.
No, they're not Lord Aslan, they are here. After you freed me at Cair Paravel, I ran as fast as my horse could carry me. I suspected these would be needed here.
I suspect you just wanted to avoid the battle with the witch.
What good would a fawn be in a fight? I'm known as Tumnus the Trembler, not Tumnus the Terrible.
Thank you, Tumnus. Whatever the motive, it was very thoughtful. And now, let the coronation begin. King Peter.
King Peter!
Queen Susan.
Queen Susan!
King Edmund.
King Edmund!
Queen Lucy.
Queen Lucy!
And now, we shall all repair to Cair Paravel, where the coronation celebration shall begin.
All hail King Peter!
All
hail King Susan! All hail King Edmund! All hail Queen Lucy!
I will be there momentarily, for a little while. Cair Paravel has been dark and empty for much too long. Yes, I will join them shortly, but I cannot stay with them long, for I have many other jobs to do, beginning with one right here. What nymphs? Return the lamppost to its rightful place in the forest. The children will rule for a long while, but the when they need to return from whence they came. The lamppost shall be their guide.
You played so nicely at Care Paragon, Mr. Tumnus. You enchanted us all.
Thank you, Miss Beaver, but I'm afraid I stayed much too long.
As did we all.
But it was so hard to leave. The feasting, the dancing, the music, night after night, month after month.
And with such great leaders ruling us too.
They've certainly earned their new names.
King Peter the Magnificent,
Queen Susan, the gentle.
King Edmund the Just.
Queen Lucy, the valiant.
you know, it's just occurred to me, no one's seen Aslan for quite a while.
Oh, he comes and he goes. One day he's here, the next day he's gone.
And of course he has other countries that he needs to attend to.
Other duties, just as we all do. Well, goodbye, Mr. Tumnus. I have chores to do.
And I at Damsonville.
And I have too, Mr. Black. Goodbye.
I saw the white snake here, fair sisters and good brother.
As did I.
And I.
Never pursued a noble quarry. Where did you go?
Into that thicket, I believe. A very dense thicket filled with briars and underbrush.
But we shall not turn back. As kings and queens, we always achieve what we set out to accomplish.
Our brother is right.
Brothers and sisters, I say that we should take off our robes and crowns as not get cut in the underbrush.
Very well. We shall leave them until we get here, until we get back.
The postwork was strangely upon me, as if I'd seen it before, in a dream.
It works the same on me. It feels like a strange adventure lies on this side of the lamppost.
Wait for us, good brother and sister.
Hey, where are we?
In the thicket, of course.
No, we're not. We're in a wardrobe.
A wardrobe? Wardrobe? I've forgotten all about it.
The clock has hardly moved and the room has hardly changed.
Hurry, you perhaps will still be in time for dinner. I think it's time to go.
I suppose it is.
Do you think we'll ever come to Narnia again?
If we're lucky, Susan. If we're very, very lucky.
Yes, the children will find their way back here again. Perhaps not through the wardrobe, but there are other paths that lead to Narnia. Oh yes, they will return someday. For once a king in Narnia, always a king. Once a queen, always a queen. It is important that they return. For good people need good rulers, and good rulers need good people. That, perhaps, is the deepest magic of all.
lights, venues, all that stuff, pictures, everything. And we want to say thank you to Bernice, our stage manager, who came and helped us. And we want to say thank you to Jamie, because she was a regular. Without Jamie, this wouldn't have went ahead. We've had months and months of practices. We've taken over her house, her head, her backyard, everything.
Even a man.
Everything. She's done all of this, and we've helped, but she has been a driver. And, you know, when times were a little bit shaky and we weren't quite sure if we should go ahead or not, she believed in us enough, and we could not let these kids down, because they've worked so hard. So I want to say thank you to Jamie. And say that. And we're going to miss these kids.
Now, if the Queen can speak,
Yes.
she may be dead, but she has powers.
My Queen.
And nothing I might cry. And I'm sure Jamie will. Jamie, I just want to thank you for your inspiration, for your belief in us, especially me, when I wanted to quit. And I know you wanted to quit many, many times, but you didn't. You were the driving force. So we give you back your house, we give you back your yard and your man, and we even give you back your chicken. She has chickens. And when you have time to relax, enjoy that.